Welcome once again to this week's edition of The Link. We hope we are living by our promise of giving you information that you can use and opportunities. Tonight we have information which can turn into opportunities depending on how you look at it. And we're discussing biographies. Some call them autobiographies, but I think there's a difference, and somebody's going to tell us here. In the studio, my guest tonight is Mr. Simon Eyaku, who is the publisher and a biographer, to tell us what is that animal called biography, autobiography, and how can I make money out of it. Simon, welcome.
Thank you very much, Sam. Good evening, NTV viewers.
Very well. Quickly we move. What's a biography or what's an autobiography? Or is it the same or what? Please let us understand.
It's actually not the same. And I usually tell my clients that a biography is different from an autobiography and different from a memoir.
Okay.
Now, a biography is an account of a person's life written by someone else.
That's a biography.
That's a biography. Meanwhile, an autobiography is an account of a person's life written by themselves.
So if I read it myself, that's autobiography.
That's an autobiography.
Okay.
And then the third one is a memoir. A memoir is a partial autobiography of a person. So one can choose to write about their retirement, their education, their family,
their career,
and so on, only in portions. That's the difference between a biography, a memoir, and an autobiography.
Okay, well said. Why should a person write? Let's stick to autobiography written by somebody else, but we understand it can apply
to biography.
Okay, a biography. Yes. Why should a person get a biography or write a biography?
There are several reasons why a person should write a biography. One is to explore the diverse cultures of our societies. Okay. We also need to know the perspectives and backgrounds of a person. We also need to know to put aside the legacies of a person. Yeah. There are several reasons why we should write a biography. Yes.
So in effect, Simon, if I, Sam, were to get a biography, maybe written by Simon, I want people to know about me.
Yes.
Either my culture or my career or something like that. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Who needs a biography? I can't imagine that everybody qualifies for a biography. Who needs a biography?
Very many sets of people in society need biographies. One, I wouldn't say that somebody who wants a biography is somebody who has out-aged, no. But rather somebody who has put experiences into demonstration. Okay. If you've demonstrated your experiences for 10 years, 20 years, 30, 40, 50, please put aside your biography. That's why we need a biography.
If I've been working, you're saying, my understanding previously was that biographies are for old people.
No. Biographies are not about ages. Biographies are about experiences, best practices, and lessons learned. Okay. If you've been a CEO out there and you have demonstrated you have played your part, then you better write a biography. Okay. If you are a politician, an MP, a minister, a general manager, a director, it is most probable that you will not find any other job where you will demonstrate your skills beyond what you are doing at the moment. So it is about time for you to begin writing your biography. Okay. Yes.
Let's go into the nitty-gritty of getting a biography. How do I know, for instance, that, okay, I have experience. How do I know where to start, for instance? I am Simon. I have been, personally, I'm a journalist.
Yes.
I've been working for over 20 years.
Yes.
Where do I start?
This is why I'm here exactly. Where you begin from is is my point of contact.
Okay.
If you want a biography out there written for yourself, contact me. I'm an expert in writing biographies. I've done several of them, and I have very many in the pipeline. This is where I come into contact.
Yeah, but if I sit with you, Simon, where do we start? You interview me, what happens?
Okay. In most cases, I have a template. First, I have to discuss with you so that I can learn a preamble of your life.
Okay.
After I've got a preamble of your life, I will go back home to my office and draft a template. Okay. This template is in form of headlines and sub-headlines. Okay. So this is a guiding template. When I'm done with it, then I will send it to you either by email or WhatsApp. You look at it, peruse through, add a few things, delete a few things, depending on the way you know yourself. Okay. Because you best know yourself. And then after that, we will schedule a recording. Okay. Usually I come with my recorder, and then we make a recording, and a normal recording normally runs for about an hour. Okay. Yes.
Is it enough for me to tell you my story in 1 hour?
No. It is not enough for you to tell me your story in an hour. Okay. The 1 hour is a chapter. And usually a biography has about 10 to 12 chapters. So a recording of an hour is just a chapter. That means for an entire biography to be done, you need to dedicate to me about 10 to 12 hours of interview. Time. Yes. Okay. But we can always do that intermittently. We don't need to do it as one single recording. No. Okay. We can schedule one today, tomorrow, in the weekend, the other day, like that, until we complete the 12 chapters.
In the art of telling our stories, Simon, I could be organized in my head about my story, but not everybody has the clear chronology. How do you help me as a biographer?
How I help
to keep my story logical and and all that?
Again, that draws us back to the template. Okay. The template is a guideline. And as we record, you are reading through your template. You are going through the headlines and sub-headlines. Okay. So when you are done with a particular headline, you go to another. Okay. You go to another until you complete the chapter. That is the guideline. And that basically simplifies the entire recording of a biography. Yes.
So you help me go through the process. However, I'm not organized, you organize.
Even if you are not organized, it is my work to organize you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's very helpful.
Yes.
Okay. How do I make money? How does a biography help me make money? Okay, I'm telling my story. Sam Setumba has been a journalist.
Yes.
For over 20 years, and I've worked in radio, TV, and print, and now digital, footprinting. Okay. Simon has written down my biography.
Yes.
How do I make money? What use can it be for me to make money?
Several ways, Sam. Number one, when you write a biography, you are bound to sell it and make a living out of it. Okay. The income that comes out of the sales of the books. I've been doing this for very many years. I have very many books that I have written and that I'm selling even at the moment. Okay. Even when you go out there in the bookshops all over countrywide, you will always get my books. So biography writing is a source of income, a source of living. Number two,
for me, whose story I've told,
for the owner of the story, not the biographer. Okay. For the owner of the story. That is number one. Number two, writing a biography literally makes you a consultant. Oh. And when you're a consultant, that means people will always consult you and pay money.
So I have put my knowledge out there.
Yes.
If you want it, come.
If you want it, come and pay consultancy, and somebody demystifies the matter for you. Okay. Yes.
Okay. How does the relationship between the biographer, the writer, like you, Simon, and me, whose story I'm telling, how do we work together? How do I pay you? Do I pay you lump sum, or it's a commission that is ongoing with the books? People want to understand that if they want to approach here.
Sam, this is not a commission. We're not in writing biographies. We don't discuss commission.
Okay.
You pay me a one-off.
Okay.
And this is negotiable.
Okay.
Yes, we agree on a given amount of money. You pay it. Initially, you make a deposit. Then, as work goes on, you can continue depositing until the final installment is done. At a point where I'm delivering a soft copy and one hard copy.
So if I publish one, and this is for knowledge, you are in the publishing space. How does it work if I am, my books, Simon has finished my biography, maybe it's a book, I take it to the bookshops. How do the bookshops charge me, for instance, per sale? What happens? How do I make the money from the book, for instance?
Sam, one thing I want to tell you about biography is that biographies are hot cakes. They sell highly compared to any other type of books in the bookshops. So, for example, here in Uganda, a biography can go for 150,000. From 100 and beyond, even 300,000. Go to a restore, you will find these biographies there. 300,000 per biography.
So if it's a biography of 300, that's not all mine as the owner of the biography. I'm sure the bookshop is charging something. That's what I want to understand.
Normally what the bookshops do, what I've seen being done here around Kampala, is that the owner of the biography determines how much they want to sell the price.
So the bookshop can add a markup?
The bookshop will only get a commission out of each book. Out of each book sold.
That's very helpful.
That's what the bookshops get. But the determinant of the price of the biography is the owner of the biography.
Finally.
And that is how
as we wind up here, does a biography have to be a book? Because people have poor reading culture. Can it be video, for instance?
A biography can be in form of a video. It can be a book. It can be an audio. Yes. Because life, we've gone through transformation. They call it what? AI has come in.
Artificial intelligence,
yes. Artificial intelligence has come in. So we've seen several books translated or transcribed into audio, into book format, and then the famous, I don't get it, I don't remember how to give it, but we may have to pause.
Like video?
Yes. I wanted to talk about...
So it's audio, video, and text, and all those can be adopted.
Yes.
Okay, our time has run out. Simon. Time has run out. But it's nice that we discover this. It's an income stream, but also putting our experience out there. Thank you so much for sharing that experience. And if I want to find you, how do I find you? What's your email address or something?
My email address is Simon Eyaku 1980 @gmail.com.
Right. It's just
the other way you can get me is through contacting my host, Sam. Come to NTV, contact my host. He will always direct you to where I am. He knows my office.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Simon. So viewers, probably you've heard of biography and you have never figured out how it works and who writes it. Now we looked for him. He's an ardent viewer of the link. And he did find us, and we thought we would share this experience of biography and how it can help you, put you out there. It can be text, video, or audio, or all of them nowadays. We hope we added value to you. That was the link. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much, sir.